didn't like to record. It didn't like to record HDMI on the PlayStation 3, so you had to use the component cables instead.
Yeah, if it can't use just regular audio-video jacks, it's not going to be useful to me, because I'd basically be using it for PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're live right now, so...
And it's got one of those blocky USBs as well. I don't know what that is.
I'll have to look it up before we make any arrangements, I guess.
And, oh yeah, I managed to get a full version of XSplit too. Just a humble brag.
Oop.
Okay. Let me make my trailer.
I still use OBS.
I use AverMedia and XSplit.
I don't think I'm going to publish my video yet.
I need to. I would need to dig around and.
Oh, so
see
you
if
are
I can
streaming right now, right? Okay.
Yeah, streaming.
the
Just
cables.
the pre-show, you know. To show up in the people's "we're streaming now" mode or something like that. I don't know.
Fair enough. Alright, so I guess I'll release the trailer now then.
Do you guys still do this fairly often?
Every 2 weeks, although like we're pretty close to canceling the show last week, but we'll see if that still happens.
Listen, no, that's just a meta thing. We got pretty meta about the podcast and like where we wanted to go with it and why we were doing it and shit like that.
You know, but you raised some good questions, and again, you're pretty much the focal point for keeping it alive. Also, partly 203 apparently, because she keeps on reminding us about it.
Yeah, it's insane. Oh my god.
When you have one person who's a fan, it's almost hard to say no. I have one of those people on my YouTube channel.
Well, that's the thing. We do have a few people that regularly watch, but, you know, it's not generally over, like, you know, 6 people. And the question was if a lot of people aren't watching, and if we ever feel like we're forcing ourselves to do it just because we've done it, should we keep on doing it? And it was kind of left up in the air. Because, you know, I do enjoy doing it a lot of the time. But sometimes we really just, even after 2 weeks, sometimes it's just like, I don't...
Busy.
Like, what are we even doing?
Well, it might
Are
not
you doing
even
it for
be
other
busy.
people, or are you doing it for yourself? That's always the big question.
That's the question, yes.
Mm-hmm. Just
And
like with
if
Let's
we're-
Play.
Well, that's
I'm
the thing.
doing
If
it-
we're doing it for other people, then like the amount of people that watch really does matter. If we're doing it for ourselves, it could be no one, and we'd still be having fun with it.
I'm doing it for myself because I do want to make money.
Well, here's the
It's a
thing.
pipe
though,
dream.
You know how many views and subscribers I used to get. I'm making less than a third of what I used to make. It's
I know.
not. I'm making virtually nothing to the point where it actually like I have to make decisions here because I'm not making enough money every month. After a year and a half, I'm going to be like in financial trouble if I don't do something soon. So even like for someone who has like over 10,000 subs, it's not very solvent anymore. YouTubers are all getting a bit less money.
I know. I just don't actually need a lot of money either to sustain myself. My monthly, if I were to include food, utilities, rent, and all that stuff, my monthly expenses are probably around $500.
Yeah, mine are about $650 on average, and I make about $640 total. I don't know if I should be streaming out the exact money, but
I was going to say, we are streaming. I'm just letting you guys know.
That's not how much I make on YouTube, though. That's YouTube including my job.
God,
So
that would be
I'm
insane if you made
making
that much
slightly
on
less.
YouTube.
I would definitely like to have that kind of side money, to be honest. So I've got to keep doing it. I've got to keep trying.
Yeah, I don't want to say exactly how much I'm making on YouTube, but it's under $100.
You could just bandwagon onto like Overwatch like everybody else is doing.
Oh.
I made an Overwatch video before it was popular, and that did not get a lot of views, so I don't know if that's going to
So
do
you
it.
didn't even post it to the Overwatch Reddit.
Ugh. I'm sure my Overwatch video on that Reddit would have generated, so I probably would have gotten an additional 6 views.
And you probably got an additional 6 dislikes because we compared it to Team Fortress 2.
Because I did so, yes.
A
That's
lot.
what I should have. I had a controversial title. I should have put it on Reddit. Could have pulled a Douglas
Don't
Space
buy
Engineers.
Space Marines.
What happened there?
Douglas made a video called "Don't Buy Space Engineers," and it's his most popular video by a factor of like times 10, and because people were so angry about it, so.
And he got a bunch of hate for it because the game actually turned out to be not completely awful, but it's, you know, a lot of the points he brought up were good points, just he didn't really put them in you know, a calm
He didn't
manner.
express his view very well. His point was the company is untrustworthy, so be careful because you're pre-ordering a game.
Yeah.
And that was a valid point, but the way he put it, it didn't really seem like that. And then it ended up that the company actually got their crap together. So.
Yeah, and then he got a bunch of comments. Like one of my favorites was he was called an asshole from the 1800s.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So,
The best insult ever.
hey weirdo, hey brown puppy.
Where was he when No Man's Sky was coming out?
I think we told him
doesn't
to
even-
make one on that, but
Don't buy No Man's Sky.
A lot of people weren't
He
like.
just needs to do like don't buy No Man's Sky, and then he's talking about No Man's Sky, but he keeps referencing to things to like Legend of Zelda NES games. Like, look at the graphics; they're fucking terrible.
The thing is,
It's-
No
it may
Man's
be
Sky
a-
was from like an unknown company that wasn't trustworthy or untrustworthy, so no one really could have predicted what was going to happen there.
yeah, I guess. You should make a Don't
Overpromising
Buy
and
Payday
underdelivering.
3 when that's released or announced.
I hear Payday
Don't
2 is
buy-
updated a ton. Like the last big update I remember from Payday 2 is the revamped skill trees.
Yeah, they've been
And I
updating
played
quite a
around
bit.
with that.
They had Crime
I hear there's
Fest
like
go on.
I hear there's like a new enemy called the Medic now.
Yeah, they added a medic that like revives people, or it doesn't revive them so much as like make your killing shot not count.
You know, if you're going to have a pre-show type thing, Companion, maybe we should have like a thing that says it's like not the real show. I mean,
It's
admittedly,
at the
the
bottom
content's
left.
not going to change
It's
drastically.
very
but-
tiny text at the bottom left.
Oh, I
Oh,
need a
the
link to the
pre-show.
stream now.
It's twitch.tv.com/waiting queue.
Here, I'll
That's right,
make
right.
it bigger.
Waiting queue.
Or the waiting queue. Oops.
Yeah, I really should add,
Twitch
like, a
TV
pre-show thing here.
Waiting queue.
Or just go to the Cross Nice channel and you'll find a nice link there.
Go on youtube.com/relicti.
No,
Yeah,
but-
but- Is Relic Tie even alive?
yes.
I think.
Yes.
I think.
Oh, Cross, we
Hey, the frog is moving so well.
I know, right? Holy shit.
It's been so long since you've been on. The frog was still choppy.
That might change because we're gonna have to switch ISPs because our 1-year contract with Comcast is gonna be over.
Oh, I'm sorry you have Comcast.
Yeah, it was either that or another internet company that could not give me more than 0.6 upload speed, so
I'm lucky to be. I mean, Charter and Comcast are in cahoots anyways, but I'm pretty lucky to be with Charter with my 60 Mbps and like 5 upload.
I
We just
heard-
found out that we're paying like $90 for internet now, and that's without cable. And it's
Oh.
because apparently we had a deal, and that deal ended, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
it just raised by $30, and they didn't tell us.
that's how they get
You might be able to. You might be able to get away with calling them up, threatening to go with another company, and they might give you that deal again for another year. But it
I
would be a
was
pain.
thinking that, but like she called them up, and then she didn't threaten them. She was just explaining the situation and left. And I thought to do that, but like that's like weird because we're bluffing. We
I know.
don't really have a choice to kind of have a monopoly. So
Oh, okay, then yeah, those words would cost a lot, or have a lot of weight. I could probably do it because my internet only costs $60 a month here, and there are like 3 other internet service providers here in Reading. But I probably could do it, but it's also $60 a month, and I don't really have a beef with Charter, so
yeah.
it would only go down to $49.99 a month.
I mean,
that's
it's
not
worth
really
it,
worth-
right?
It's not really worth it because I split the rent with my mom right now.
But
So
if,
I mean,
if you're like saving $10 a month or something,
I still have enough money, even though I don't have a job right now. I saved up enough before I left, so I'm still good.
it's smart.
It's
Yeah, that's
just
the only reason I was
it's-
able to move out of my mother's house is when I had a graphic design job. I saved tons of money because I knew I was going to lose the graphic design job, and then I was fine for like a year or so.
I do want to go back to school. I want to do 2 things. I want to either go into small business or I want to go into music theory.
Mm.
I've,
risky.
I've, oh, yeah, both are risky. But I've always had an ear for music, I've been told. And my mother is a very musical person as well. She says I could do something with that. I wouldn't mind composing digital music. I wouldn't. There's also a bunch of small business ideas I want to do.
You should be a professional Mario Paint composer. I'm sure there's huge money
pick
in
up
that.
Mario Paint just so I could maybe I'll get a few. I'll do Undertale soundtracks like everybody else does. Look, here's my rendition of
Megalovania.
Thank you. Except it's done entirely in dogs, so it's actually Dog Song Megalovania.
Roof, 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 roof. I'd listen to it.
What instrument do I play? I play the trumpet, I've played the guitar, and I've played the piano. I'm just pretty average at all of those.
Somebody was asking about Awesomenauts. Do we still play it? I still play it a little bit with 203, but Cross has pretty much fallen off the bandwagon.
I'm angry at Awesomenauts and all of the changes they've made. I see more negatives than positives, and they're trying to make it like other MOBAs. And of course, the community is less. And I just get sad each time.
I quit as moderator of the forums.
Oh,
whatever. You have a duck, man. Give me your duck.
I could go back on and who the fuck is this guy with? Who the fuck is this guy with the duck?
give it to 203. She likes ducks. She was so jealous when I told her that.
6-string, just a regular acoustic guitar. I have just this wooden one that I'll pull out and play every now and then.
You should get a banjo.
It's in storage right now though, so I can't get it.
Or ukulele.
I could get a banjo. I could just be that. I could be that really annoying guy who goes to other people's parties and just pulls out the guitar and starts playing without anybody asking.
Oh. You want to hear my riff?
Look at how cool I am. I know Stairway to Heaven.
Wait,
That's all I know.
Walk in the water. God damn it.
I was going to be like, wait.
Down, 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 down. Actually, I guess I don't know the notes enough, but that was not Stairway.
Well, I got.
Yeah, that's the smoke on the water. That's what everyone puts
Oh
first.
shit, that's not Stairway to Heaven.
Our hero.
Yeah, that's what I learned first too. But we could start the podcast here now since it's basically 4 o'clock anyway. So
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's 2 o'clock here.
Here we go.
Yep.
Here on the
5
West
o'clock
Coast.
here. We're spanning the country.
All right. Welcome to the Wait and Coo podcast for 10/24/16. I'm here with Cross and Konobi. It's been a while since you've been on. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing okay. I don't have a job anymore, but I'm doing okay. I saved enough money for this.
Sorry, I just said because Companion put on his
What is
horrible...
that fan art? What?
That is my favorite piece of fan art.
It's been a while since I've been on the Waiting Queue podcast. I didn't realize we had fan art now.
Oh yeah. There's an entire... It's all fan art for our collaborative DriveNotFound stream, but this is the most terrifying thing on there. And
The best thing, I think you meant to say?
if you like nightmares, yeah, it's great. It's a nice nightmare enhancer.
I, for
Think
one,
about
love
bringing a
nightmares.
piano to a party. I could bring my Casio keyboard. Set it to the drum mode. Sorry.
Background music. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I've gotten all of my work done for the month, which is not usual this early, so that's awesome. And I really hope I can record a crap ton this week because I just don't have a lot of content. But we'll see what happens. It's hard to stay motivated sometimes.
Can you work overtime?
Do I work overtime?
Can you?
Yes, and if I did, it would solve my money issues. But I can barely handle the amount of work that I do, which is sad because it's way less than if I had a traditional job. But it's hard for me it's like this entire reading, research, and writing thing, and I have dyslexia, and it takes so much more brain energy than I think it does for anyone else who does it. But I can do it.
When I worked at the pizzeria that I worked at, I worked with somebody with dyslexia, and I do really get it's interesting to see because like he would run food out to the customers, and you read the tag to see the name and the number that those people have, and he just couldn't do that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've figured out ways to cope, but it just takes a lot of brain energy, and if I don't concentrate, then I revert back to my scrambling thing state. And I still can't read proper names properly. Like it's just not great. But whatever.
Yeah.
Got to do. How are you doing, Companion Cupcakes?
Oh, I've been doing fine.
Crimsanian cube.
Since the last, podcast. I've been just mainly trying to set stuff up for the DriveNotFound 24-hour stream. Mainly.
Snap.
We've been brainstorming ideas, so if you guys have any ideas during the podcast for goals to meet, because we're also raising money for Child's Play, then let us know of like shit we could do for you guys when we reach a certain goal.
It's a long shot, but if you guys have Monster Hunter 3, I have Monster Hunter 3.
I don't have a 3DS, sorry.
It's on a Wii U.
Oh, I don't have
Also
a Wii
don't have a
U
Wii
either.
U.
Oh.
I have a Wii.
Well, I could stream it then.
You're the only one who supports Nintendo still, I'm sorry.
Douglas has Monster Hunter, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know. If he has it on, if he has like 4 generations, then we probably wouldn't be able to stream it.
Yeah. I was also setting up some board game stuff like Battlestar Galactica. We did a trial run so we could learn the rules, and we got that going. We can play that on the stream if we need to.
Battlestar Galactica is my favorite board game ever, but I feel like it's going to lose something without facial expressions because you have to tell whether someone's lying. Oh well.
We had a thing. Well, never mind. We were thinking about showing off like body parts of DriveNotFound members, but then we decided that it wasn't. We weren't exactly comfortable with that.
Body
definitely
parts.
not.
I'll show you my ring finger.
Well, we've seen your face, Konobi.
Do a face
Still lots
reveal,
of us haven't
Konobi.
revealed our face.
Actually, I've lost a lot of weight since then.
Oh, snap. How much?
I have lost almost 20 pounds.
Nice.
Wow, you've lost as much as I've gained.
Ouch.
Maybe there is some type of sympathetic link drawing it to me.
And I don't wear that stupid fucking hat anymore.
But why?
Because it's a stupid fucking hat.
What hat?
Oh.
I didn't even.
It's that stupid fedora. I thought that it looked good on me, and then I realized I was dumb. I was dumb.
Oh, I thought you
I
had
thought it
like
looked
a.
decent. I wasn't just like when I saw it. I thought it was fine.
But I was, and it was important to me, so
Fair
I
enough.
realized I hated it. So I was a troubled youth in troubled times.
I gotta
Should've-
wonder if I did have a face cam, would I tie my hair up or just let it go in my crazy explodey afro around my my headset? I think the latter. That'd be more attention getting.
I think so too.
Yeah. Oh well.
I could face cam. I do have a webcam, but I never really wanted to be that kind of YouTuber, I guess. But I might have to be later on. Who knows?
Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense on streams for me for some reason than unless it's like a fright game, then it makes sense to have the face cam. But
That's the first time I saw a
So,
stream, a Let's Play with a face cam. They called it picture-in-picture, though. Not face
Yeah.
cam.
It's weird.
That was ages ago, though.
So what games are you guys playing on the DNF 24-hour stream? What's in the lineup?
We've got a pretty large list. I could send it to you here.
Oh, that would-
definitely Damned though. We need to do Damned.
Oh, yeah.
I
For
don't think
sure.
I have Damned. Is Damned free?
No, and it's not good. I don't recommend buying it, but we're still gonna play it.
Because, I mean, you guys did invite me for the 24-hour stream, so I'd only be able to play during some of those games.
Yeah,
I
we
think
gotta-
I actually have Worms Armageddon.
Oh really?
Yeah, I love that game. I played that game all the time when I was a kid.
It's great.
I didn't know that. We should have. We should talk more. But yeah, that's. I'd totally play that with
Let
you.
me see. I have Killing Floor 2. Wait, I don't have Killing Floor 2. I have Killing Floor.
Yeah, I don't have Killing Floor 2 either.
I have Don't Starve Together, but I don't think. No, I don't have Don't Starve Together. I have the Don't Starve Together beta. I have to buy it together. And
Wait,
I'm
you
not
have the
very good at
beta,
Don't
but
Starve
not
Together.
the game itself?
Yeah, me and my mom did a beta on it.
See, if
Ooh.
you bought Don't Starve, I thought you got Don't Starve Together for free.
I could check.
You should have,
Actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I
it
do
depends
have
on when you
Don't Starve.
bought it, that is.
I have Terraria and
That's
Starbound.
Well, that's right. If
I
you
have-
if you
I have
pre-ordered
Mercenary
it.
Kings. I love Mercenary Kings. It's like
I
a
think-
2D Monster Hunter with guns.
You see, a lot of these games, I'm a little. We need to find out which games are bigger group games because
And I think I have Natural Selection too. I have
None-
Natural Selection 2, I have Capsule Crashers, I have Risk of Rain.
you have natural selection too, right, Chris?
I think Douglas got it for me or someone.
Yeah, the more
back
people
when he
that we can
still
get,
thought I was going to play games with him.
the more people that
I-
we can
I
get
think
for these games that can hold a lot of people, the better.
I think there was this one time I was going to a LAN party and they gave me Natural Selection 2, but we couldn't play it together in LAN because nobody was a high enough level to be a commander.
Yeah. Oh, Gmod would definitely work, especially if we could find like spooky mods that were actually,
I actually
good.
don't have Gmod.
Oh, here, let me just post this.
You don't have Gmod?
I don't have Gmod. It's like I watched everybody play Gmod and I was just like, but I'm not creative enough for it.
Well, you don't need to make the games. You just play other people's creations.
That's true.
Yeah, and I think I know I did not buy Gmod, so someone bought it for me. But yeah, I just assumed everyone headed through Magic.
Yeah.
There we go. I kind of spammed the chat a little bit. Sorry about that, but.
And I don't have the new Binding of Isaac, so I probably wouldn't be able to race that. But that would be a fun race.
Mm.
Yeah, we use a thing called TeamViewer now for like streaming footage to my computer, and then I stream it out on OBS, so we can have like 4 screens of different people up at once.
Oh shoot!
We did that with
Speedrunners
Doom
also
RL.
great. I would love to play that again.
Speedrunners would be fantastic, dude. They must have added something since we last played too.
Yeah, I know they've added new characters. Hopefully they've added new stages also.
Yeah, because when I know Douglas invited me to pop in for like an hour for 24-hour stream, so I would just need to make sure I pop up during one of the times that it was a game I could actually play with you guys.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm a little worried about, like leaving people out on times that they can show up or something.
Yeah,
I don't have a job, so I'm available 24 hours right now.
Yeah, however, we're going to go to a haunted house that day, and then the next day we're going to go to our hometown. So, and we could have actually I'm actually staying back partially because, it'd be cool to pop by the stream. But I can definitely, I don't know how long I'll be able to be there for, but definitely part of it.
We've been talking about it for so long. We're like, we need to set a fucking date and do it. That's what we had. And we were just like, yes. And then we decided to do it for Child's Play afterwards.
Yeah. Which is good. But I think our most hopeful goal was like $200, right?
Yeah, that's our top goal. Like the goal we want to hit is $200. And then we have different like thresholds for like smaller goals, so we can do random shit. Like one of the goals is for me showing off my very first YouTube video that I made on a separate channel that I had before OO Companion Cube that I have tried to hide away from everybody because I don't want anybody to know about it.
And everyone should see it because Companion's voice hasn't changed yet. It's amazing.
What?
Gosh, I remember my first YouTube video. It was one of the videos you commented on, Cross.
Yeah, I remember that.
Long time ago when I played. I did delete them.
I think they were good.
They were okay. It's back when I couldn't even sync audio and video properly, so I put Halo music over it, and I didn't even like Halo. I just liked the music.
You know,
Fair
I met
enough.
Konobi because he made a comment on a YouTuber named Deceased Crabs video, and then I just followed his link, and I was like, what? He's a Let's Player too? And I watched some of it, and then I commented on one of his videos. Also, Deceased Crab is kind of a jerk.
He is kind of a jerk, but he's funny too.
But he's my jerk.
But he made some dickish comment to me, and I got really sad and just stopped watching him. But he was definitely good at what he did.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
Never meet your
sad.
heroes.
He was a good supporter of the indie series too.
It was that type of thing where I was like, oh my god, he responded to me, and then it was a dickish comment. I was like, oh.
You got your hopes up to be crushed.
It was. I was sad for like 24 hours. Oh well. Hopefully, I haven't done that. I've probably inadvertently done that to a few people, but I hope not too many.
Man, I wish I could get comments to be dickish to people about.
Here, I'll make a comment on one of your videos, and you can be an asshole to me.
Yeah, I'll do that
Okay.
too. Why don't we all just do that so then Konobi can be
Yeah,
an asshole
everyone
to all
go to
of us.
Kenobi's channel and make a comment, and then hopefully he'll be a dick to you.
His channel is youtube.com/relicti. Go there.
No,
and-
damn it.
Don't bring up that ancient person.
Yeah, Konobi, you're still linked to my channel, so that's good that that didn't go weird.
I think you're still linked to my channel. I think I've got Douglas, I think I've got you, and I think I've got Companion Cube all linked on my channel, and if I don't, I'm gonna fix that right now.
Let's see, Konobi.
See,
Has a fox nose.
that's the reason why we got you on the podcast, and then we can force you to put us on your sidebar if we weren't on there.
Oh, I guess that's it, man. I guess I can leave now.
You fell into
Oh
our
God,
trap.
I just heard the text on my phone telling me that I've got a comment from Cross.
It speaks truth. I hope you're not mean about it. I'm just telling the truth, bro.
Because, all right, fine. Here we go, man. It's on. My notification.
But yeah, I'm starting. I guess. How many people are we expecting to show up for the stream? Like, were there other people loosely associated with the channel that we invited?
Well, Ron, Alucard, Yoshi, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
And that's it.
There we go. I just had to add a comment. I had to add my thoughts to your thought.
No.
Yeah. Who could there be? I think Ryan might show up.
Okay.
Yeah, Alucard, Ron, Buttkiss, Yoshi. Everybody in, DriveNotFound.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit worried that like coordination might be a bit crazy. But I don't know. We'll see how it works. I mean, I guess it'll probably work itself out.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Or it'll be a big clusterfuck. It's fine. This is the first time I think the channel's tried to do anything like crazy that we've actually promoted and stuff.
We had the tournaments, right?
Hmm?
We had the tournaments, right?
That's true, but it's not like we promoted those like weeks ahead and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or did we?
I promoted this like 2 weeks ahead, so.
Yeah. And I'm gonna promote it, I think, tomorrow. I still haven't made my
Weeks ahead. Wait. That's not how time works. Whoops.
Yeah, will Taz be there? I don't know.
Yeah, Taz said that he'll try to be there.
Taz,
Hopefully
I
he's
haven't
there.
heard. I don't think I met Taz. I think I met
don't
Taz
know.
once.
You probably met him.
Did we ever play Awesome Nuts?
Maybe.
Yes.
Then
But
we
I don't know
probably
if he
met
played
him.
Awesome Nuts when you played Awesome Nuts. Yeah, I think he's the youngest member of DriveNotFound also.
So when did you
Um,
stop playing Osmots, Konobi?
A long time ago.
He stopped before I did.
I was moderating Awesome Nuts forums more than I was playing Awesome Nuts.
That'd probably help
And then
kill your passion.
And then no, not really. And then what killed my passion is that I'm not very good at MOBAs, so
You should try HOTS.
I should try what?
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm, the Blizzard MOBA. That's the one that I've been playing obsessively.
Is that the third-person-y one?
No, it's traditional MOBA top-down. It uses characters from Warcraft, StarCraft, Overwatch, and Diablo primarily, and they all fight together. Also, post a random comment on this video, and possibly receive hate from Konobi. That's the plan.
Is that my finale?
Yeah,
Finale
yeah.
of
Is that a
me
bad
and
one?
AJ? No, it's fine.
I just picked the first one that was in the queue.
Yeah, that's my. I mostly do dual commentary with my best buddy AJ.
Mm.
We're working on Monster Hunter 3 right now.
Yeah, I should have asked, what have you been doing with your channel recently, Konobi?
I just not a whole lot, honestly. I just finished Twilight Princess like a couple months ago.
Do you still do A Boy and His Mom's series?
No, but my mother does join me in some videos. I kind of stopped Yoshi's Woolly World with her because she was getting sick a lot, so there was no time to really record. I was going to do Bayonetta, but that didn't work. I had plans to do Splatoon, but I didn't really like what I was doing.
It's like the only reason I want a Wii is to play Bayonetta. There's like no other reason. Oh, and I guess also the Wonderful 101 or whatever it's called.
A Wonderful 101 is amazing.
Yeah,
And
but like
I wanted
I'm not
to do
going to
that.
buy a system for 2 games. That would be crazy.
I want another 4-player co-op game to come out so I can do everything like I do. Those are my most popular series whenever I can get all 4 of my fun friends and my mother in on it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, like my Rayman one, my Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins are my most popular series.
Yeah, there's a chance me and 203 might record that together, but we got to figure out logistics and microphone and crap like
Rayman?
that. Yeah, Rayman Origins.
Ooh.
I just bought a Blue Yeti for all my microphone needs. Right now, I'm on my Logitech.
I have a Blue Yeti. It's just it caused horrible echo, and I'm thinking it was because of the room I was in. So I have to try it in this new room and see if it's better. But it just wasn't worth it. It sounded way worse than this microphone.
I know funds are tight for you, but there's this there you can buy sound dampening screens. Not the ones you attach to your wall, but they're ones that sit around your microphone, and those help a lot. Mine was like $60 or $80.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Yeah.
Can I just get a bunch of styrofoam and like put it around my mouth or something?
I hear a cheap way to do it actually is just save your egg cartons and tape those to your wall. Not joking.
Egg cartons.
Do you even eat eggs?
Wait, oh god, I need so many egg cartons. I would.
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay, oh, fair enough. I'm just trying to think.
I mean,
That would take like 4 years,
essentially
and I'd have to eat way more eggs than I eat now.
it's essentially free, and you're looking for that same pattern to put onto a wall, and that's what stops the echo. It breaks up the sound waves.
Oh my god, I
That
feel
does
like
make
Phil
sense.
would not be happy with me taping up a ton of egg cartons to the wall, but
Or you could buy the panels, the actual styrofoam panels, which are like $10 every 4 square feet or something like that.
oh, yeah, no, that would definitely cost at least $80.
You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking that whole with 203 not being okay with that. I just imagine her walking into the room one day and you're just sitting there with egg curtains taped up on the wall, crazy hair out, talking to yourself on your computer.
Yeah,
No,
just
she
turns
has to
around.
come in while he's taping the egg cartons up, and he just like slowly turns and looks at her.
So go away. It's not
I'm
finished.
doing this for our channel, sweetheart.
But yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out, or I won't, or I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing. I still haven't even like figured out a good editing program. I'm still using like crappy, the same thing I started with 6 years ago. So I don't know. My commitment to improvement's not the highest.
You could get Sony Movie Studio, which is the cheapest. It's like less than $60. But I know.
It's free. It's just the idea of spending the time learning a new system instead of using the one that I'm comfortable with. Like I never want to.
That's true. I get the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know what the Adobe program was. I forget, but
Premiere.
I got the demo of it and tried to learn how to use it. And I was like, no.
Actually,
no.
I think a lot of the old Adobe programs are free now. I seem to remember that like a year ago they were offering basically all the keys because their programs were just completely out of date. It was just kind of a pain to get them to run on newer computers is all.
Yeah, if like Movie Maker was able to crop, that's like all I needed to do. I think it does everything but that. And so, whatever. So you guys want to talk about this whole Nintendo Light Switch, is it called? This is all the kids are talking about.
So me, as the most avid Nintendo fanboy here, you might want to take a back seat for this Konobi.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Sure. Yeah, no, I'll listen. See what you have to say.
So
No,
the
it's okay.
Nintendo Switch is the newest console revealed by Nintendo. It was previously known as the NX, and they put out a trailer. And you can, it is a tablet with little controls on the side. Basically, right?
Basically, yeah.
Oh. Shit.
The only thing I really know about it is that it's using a custom-made NVIDIA GPU from the Pascal generation. It's supposed to. There's rumors floating around. It's equal to. I think it's going to be equal or less a little bit in power to one of the new NVIDIA 1050s. Probably a little less powerful because the 1050s do have to use a lot of cooling.
Wait, they have a 1050?
They're coming out with the 1050, I think, October 27th.
Okay.
It's supposed to be kind of their cheap man's 1080.
I thought that was the 1060.
Oh god, there's just numbers and I don't know what you're talking about.
Basically, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that the 10 series of the NVIDIA cards now use a Pascal chip style, which, in layman's term, from what I know, it's a lot of power for not a lot of cost. So, I mean, the 1080s are fully capable of doing 4K resolution, no problem.
Yeah, aren't they stronger or as strong as the Titan or something like that?
Yeah, basically. They're a little bit less stronger than the Titan.
Yeah, and
But
they're not
also
$1,000.
the 1080. The 1080s are $600 though.
Ugh.
But
Well, I mean, the Titan is $1,000 for fuck's sake.
I do know that the Nintendo Switch is using a custom-made NVIDIA Pascal chip, so that all the power of the console itself is in the tablet and not in the dock at all. The dock exists only to put what you see on the tablet onto the TV.
Interesting. So the console itself is the tablet.
Mhm. There are rumors because I think I heard that the with the tablet docked, it's supposed to be a 1080 60 frames per second solid locked onto the TV, but when you take the tablet with you, it downgrades to 900p. So there are rumors that the tablet, or not the tablet, but the dock, if you plug it in, it powers the tablet up a little bit more, so it can use more power and display at a stronger setting.
That makes sense. Kind of like with laptops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
So-
hey, did we actually adequately describe what this thing is?
It's a portable console. Basically, it's not a handheld. It's a portable console.
Yeah, so like it'll work on your television, and you can also take it on planes. Was it or to the park? The trailer showed like a bunch of examples.
The Switch, I think the Switch is amazing personally, but I'm also a huge Nintendo fanboy and pretty much gobble up anything that they put out. We have a love-hate relationship. I don't care if they flag any of my videos. I still love you, Nintendo.
How
Please
many
notice me sometime.
Virtual Boys do you own?
I own none.
I own all
that's
of
the
them.
appropriate number of Virtual Boys. Ugh, I remember the Virtual Boy. It was great. It was like looking at laser pointers. The best.
I'm wondering if Nintendo wants to get back into the VR days because the VR is starting to become a pretty big hit around.
Maybe they certainly innovate more than anyone else. It's just it seems like at least 2/3 of their stuff is just so weird that it doesn't work out. Maybe that's too much. Like half of their stuff doesn't work out, but they try.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually the first console to use a CD-ROM, and it was so bad. It was basically like a regular Nintendo with loading.
Yeah, and now they're going back to cartridges with the Switch.
Yeah,
they're going to flash
Nintendo's
cards now.
crazy. I just wish they were just a little bit more connected to the times, and then it'd probably be amazing. But
We'll see, because they're still being super, super, super hush on everything. We don't know if they're actually going to get with the times with their online components, if maybe they're going to update how they feel on user-created content and stop with all this cease and desist and super protective IP. I don't want them to turn into another Disney. I really don't. Where you can't even have characters of Disney characters on your birthday card.
yeah.
I don't want that. That would be so upsetting.
Disney is. Let me just rant about Disney for a split second. They're the most hypocritical company when it comes to copyright ever, because their entire empire was taking stories that they didn't write and reimagining them. Like, they didn't write Snow White. Snow White was already something that existed. Rapunzel, even Frozen was based on the Ice Queen. Like, nothing they do is original, pretty much, and yet they actually have changed copyright laws in America so that it's harder for you to take things that would have been public domain, because if they didn't do that, Mickey Mouse would have been in public domain for the last 20 years. So they've done a lot of bad things.
I know. It's if just copyright in general would just lighten the fuck up, we would see a lot more innovation.
Yeah.
But they're so protective of the money that they make that they just can't. It's in general. It's in general for YouTube content creators. It's in general for artists. It's in general for everyone. It's not just because of Disney, but it's because of Disney too that.
Yeah, Disney's the one that's actually responsible for making it so that, like, now something doesn't go into public ears until 90 years after the original creator died. Yeah. And they just keep on pushing it back. Like, it was before it was only like 20 years, or it was a lot less years after they died, but now it's ridiculous. Plus, I think the Supreme Court also legislated it so that stuff that it was in public domain before the change can now be relicensed by someone else. So, like, is it going to be like Shakespeare's not going to be in public domain, or like, it's just bad. Like, what about classical music, which, by the way, often gets flagged on YouTube, like Beethoven? That doesn't make any sense. Like, obviously that shouldn't be a thing, but it could be legal that someone owns that now that has nothing to do with Beethoven. It's just
Yes, Brown Puppy. The Nintendo Switch did play Skyrim. The tablet alone will be strong enough to play Skyrim HD.
Yep.
Also, battery life is going to be important in this thing.
I heard it was like 3 hours.
It's rumored to be about 3 hours, only because of the new. I mean, we just don't know enough about the NVIDIA chip that's coming out. Because if if it's equivalent to the 1050, it's going to heat up really fast and it's going to drain the battery life really fast. Or if it's a custom-made chip that's less power intensive, then we could see maybe 5 to 6 hours. Because knowing Nintendo's track record about battery life, they're not. I don't think they settle for 3-hour battery life on the tablet. I mean, the Nintendo Pro controller that I have right now is an 80-hour battery life.
I have a question for you, Konobi. Honestly, would you ever take this thing out and about on the town or something?
Yes, I would. If they came out with some neat carrying cases, I hecka would. Oh yeah.
Would
I'm
you
already-
take it to a party like that one girl did? Which seemed a little awkward, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, the commercial itself was a little awkward, especially this part where they're going to the giant Splatoon tournament. I'm like, okay, Nintendo, you're kind of going a little far here. Esports isn't really like this, but that's besides the point. Yes, I would probably take it out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 close friends that I regularly visit. So having a console that I can just take with me on the go like this and not even have to worry about having a TV screen is amazing. I already thought the Wii U was amazing for the tablet screen that it had because I used the tablet screen as a TV for a lot of my games when I would take it to a friend's house.
Apparently, no one who plays Splatoon is even slightly overweight, or anyone who even watches Splatoon out of thousands of people.
Yeah, I was gonna say the esports scene. It isn't like that. They don't have a fucking stadium. They just have like a few rows of chairs and some people sitting in the chairs, and then a giant screen.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
you gotta-
where.
A lot of it comes online. The video, like the guys who are watching online, you don't want to go to actual stadium. How would that help? You'd have less of a good view.
Although this pretty much confirms Splatoon 2. Because if you notice the stance that the Inklings were taking, they were much different than in the actual game. So unless that's just a video render, they're actually working on Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2, that would be ridiculous. Oh man.
I mean, the first one was such a success, and I think it was almost 2 years ago, so we're in due time for a Splatoon 2 if they wanted to do it, especially if they made it a launch title for the Switch. Oh my gosh. Or even within a few months of the Switch, sales for the Switch would go skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Even though I don't play Splatoon anymore.
I wonder how much that
It
new
was an
Zelda
amazing
game
game.
is going to affect sales.
They better release that alongside the Switch. Or
It looks like The Witcher,
something.
but Zelda, which sounds
Oh.
pretty cool.
I know quite a bit about that game too, as well.
Witcher?
I spend all my. Oh no! Zelda Breath of the
Zelda
Wild
game
game.
is going to affect sales. Oh shit. Sorry, I just let the sound bleed over a little bit. My bad.
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
That's the new game. It is a open world Legend of Zelda game.
I love that I'm so out of touch that I didn't even know what the new Zelda game was called. Good God.
I was all over that during. Was it E3? I think E3 showed a lot of Breath of the Wild.
See, this
And a
is
lot
the
of Power
problem.
Works.
Nintendo is so crazy with their trailers and their LPs that I don't even know what's coming out in Nintendo anymore because LP news is the only way I found out. Ridiculous. No.
I'm sorry.
I just, like, you can't even make a review of a Nintendo game and use any of the footage. You will get flagged.
Yeah, I was actually a little worried
I think
about
you
showing
can
the
actually
trailer
fight them,
itself
though.
up on the screen here because it might get content ID.
I'm pretty sure you can fight most of those Nintendo flags and they'll back off.
Yeah, I didn't even
For
think
reviews.
about that, companion. You just put the trailer in. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll see what happens when it goes to the YouTube channel.
I mean, we don't make any money off this fucking podcast, so.
It's true, and they don't flag, so it's fine. It's just
Yeah, they don't copyright, but they do like to make sure that you're using their content, which is a little more understandable, but still really annoying.
Well, because why wouldn't you want other people to share your trailers? Why wouldn't you want as many people as possible to share your trailers? I don't get it.
I see a lot of people, like especially for the Switch reveal. There's a few people I watch that have done their live reactions of the Nintendo Switch trailer, and those are pretty big name people, or at least people with subscribers in the 50, 60, 100,000, and I mean
And
they're
they
putting
show
up
the trailer on screen.
and they show the trailer on screen, so maybe they have something that they do that prevents them from being super flagged like that. Maybe we're still noobs when it comes to stuff like this.
I
It's
don't
actually
know.
possible to fight it.
Like Jim
easily.
Quisition was really paranoid showing the video, so I don't know. He posted it
Quisition is
backwards and
weird.
diagonal to make sure it wouldn't get flagged. So
I think Jim Quisition is kind of a weird guy sometimes.
He really is. Sometimes I don't know if it's his persona or
It's definitely his persona. Like, if you see his other videos, he's not like this arrogant jerk, but that's his character.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't usually dance with dildos. Well, not
Why
his.
is the cube getting bigger?
Why is the cube like the weeping angels, where all the sun is just right in front of you? I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like the cube.
That's mean.
It's a good icon though. That'd be like a good channel icon. Use it as your.
I
channel
tried
icon.
using it. It has some like really strange effect around it. Like the transparency is kind of fucked a little bit. It seems so. There's artifacting like all around it, and I don't know how to clear that up.
Yeah, there's a model from T-shirt.com that we dubbed Confused Guy because he's just this blonde kid that looks really confused where he is and that he's wearing a shirt, and he kind of looks like Companion as far as I'm concerned. So someone took Confused Guy's face and they put it on the Companion cube.
You two actually met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a live co-op Binding of Isaac that was kind of the best ever because we got the bombs ability, which was the only ability that can hurt your friend. So. It was ridiculous.
There's Confused Guy, but that's the tiny-faced Confused Guy. I don't know where the normal picture of Confused Guy is, so you're just gonna have to deal with tiny-faced Confused Guy.
He's the least informative one. I feel like he was T-shirt.com, right?
It was T Fury. Yeah.
T Fury. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. But yeah, Nintendo Switch might be good. Right. Maybe.
Yeah, it's really interesting how Nintendo is digging into that mobile market.
I think it's a culmination of the two things that are most popular from East to West. Is West really likes their home consoles, and East really likes things they can take on the go. And this is best of both worlds, to be perfectly honest. Because there are people who can buy the Switch and keep it plugged in their dock forever and still have a really good time, and then there's people who are going to be on the go and take that with them on trips and stuff like that, and it'll work out perfectly as well.
Do you guys think they're going to do 3DS much anymore?
Yeah, they've said multiple times that the new console isn't meant to be a replacement for... They even said it wasn't supposed to be a replacement for the Wii U or their handheld consoles. It was supposed to be a brand new experience that's supposed to unify it all. So, I don't know if they're still being hush-hush on some of the hardware, and they're just showing the main thing that they want people to see the Switch as. We could be seeing a peripheral that comes out that lets you play Wii U games on it, or they already said that the Switch itself is not going to be backwards compatible, which is very interesting because Nintendo has always had a generation back and backwards compatibility. And we also see that the NX in the trailer, you probably saw the guy was sitting at the airport and he plugged in a little cartridge into the top of the Switch. That's actually the game cartridges now,
like an SD card.
So we don't know if it'll be compatible at all with 3DS games and be able to play on 3DS games on the tablet. But I kind of have my doubts about that because the tablet isn't like the Wii U gamepad where it displays what's on the TV as well. So it's not a two-screen idea. It's either on the TV screen or it's on the tablet, so I don't know if that would work. We don't even know if the tablet is a touchscreen. It could literally just be a TV.
Yeah, they never showed anyone using it as a touchscrreen in the trailer.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I just kind of assumed it was a touchscreen.
So, like I said, Nintendo is still being extremely hush-hush with the hardware capabilities of the system. They say they're gonna reveal more as it comes closer, like in 2017. So I would love to hear more. I would love to hear confirmation that the dock actually powers up the tablet for better gaming, and with the use of flash carts and cartridges as well, we could see even less loading times for games because since flash carts read it from RAM instead of having to spin a disk up. And flash carts are insane nowadays too. There are terabyte-sized SD cards out there.
That's actually a big problem that people have nowadays with games, consoles especially, is just, it used to be a put the game in and then you go, but now since they added like day one patches, which are 30 fucking gigs big and shit like that, it's like you have to sit there waiting for an entire fucking day after you go out to the store and buy it.
The Wii U could probably not play Skyrim, but yeah, it's just even Blu-rays are running out of space. That's why you get those huge patches, is because most of the stuff is loaded on the disc, and then you have to download the rest of it to your HDD. So they're just running out of space, even on Blu-ray discs, even on double-sided Blu-ray discs. It's just not enough.
I've heard that
Yeah, ever
Blu-rays
since-
themselves are fucking huge.
Ever since like Steam became a thing, I haven't cared about consoles much at all. Like that Steam was the thing that converted me. Before then I was completely console, and then just Steam made it too easy for me to want to even find a disc and put it in the thing.
Yeah.
So,
I have a love-hate relationship with digital downloads, especially with Nintendo not wanting you to have multiple accounts that can use the games that are on the system, which
Yeah.
I mean is a little backwards for me because Sony and Microsoft both allow, like, if I bought a game on my buddy Chris's PlayStation 4, he could log into his account on his PlayStation 4 and play the game. No problem. So I wish Nintendo would let you do that. I hope that they are going to start laxing up on everything.
That's
So
I
what
hope
you're
they
saying
move-
you can't
move
take
to-
the disc from a Nintendo game and give it to your friend? Like it won't work?
Oh, no, yeah, you can. It's
Oh.
downloadable games.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So let's, for example, I have my account on this Wii U. I get a new Wii U and have to make a new account. My games are
Mhm.
lost.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that's kind
There
of
is a way
silly.
you would have to go through a Nintendo customer service to essentially transfer the rights of the games that you downloaded onto your new account, but I hear it can be just a huge pain in the ass.
Wait, so
It
they,
is one of
they
the
lock
huge.
they lock the games to your account and to your system?
Mhm.
Weird.
So if your Nintendo is destroyed, you lose all of your games?
Possibly.
Or can you just use the old account on the new system?
You'll probably lose all the data for the games, but it might be possible to use the same account.
Oh, that's
Get
not
your
as,
games back.
that's not as
But no, like for example, I had a 3DS and I decided it was time to upgrade and get a new 3DS,
Mhm.
and I could transfer the ownerships of all the games that I had downloaded onto my new 3DS, but I would lose the ability to play them on my old 3DS because they
Hmm.
become console specific. But also, any title that I've downloaded, since it's attached to my account now, I can re-download, but it's only for that console. I would have to, if I get a new console, I'd have to literally transfer the rights from that console to the new one.
Hmm.
They're very restrictive, which
Yeah,
is
I've heard
kind
the
of
whole
annoying.
virtual store in and of itself is a little strange. A little hard
Yeah,
to
I would love for
wrap
them
my
to
head around.
lax up because I don't think they're really losing money if they're going to let people on the same account for the same console use the games instead of having all separate accounts.
Did you ever
I
get a
think,
chance to play another Metroid remake or the Pokemon Uranium thing?
No, I never played that. I mean, I hear it's kind of hard to get a hold of Pokemon Uranium now.
Yeah, because Nintendo
Hmm
slam jammed it.
They didn't get it before it like had 1 million downloads, so it's got to be out there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if I wanted to find it, I could.
Probably get adware
I'm-
with it though.
I'm so glad so many people got it though, because they worked so hard on it. If it had only been downloaded by like 10,000, they probably would have been pretty sad. But even though it got deleted, they were still happy because they're like, dude, 1 million people played the thing we worked on. I'm fine with it.
No, you can't transfer your saves over. I tried that. Like, if I wanted to put my save onto another SD card for a game, it would not work. Like Gillenper is asking, like, for example, I tried that with one of my Pokemon games. I had 2 SD cards, so I put all the saves onto one SD card, and tried to put it back onto another 3DS, and it just got corrupted. It just auto-corrupted itself.
Oh, jeez.
Not so much corrupted as it was basically says the account information isn't identical,
Oh,
so it
Fair
wouldn't
enough.
work.
All right, do we want to move on to like games we've played, or because we only have 19
Sure.
minutes left? Have you played anything interesting, Konobi, or because you're in a different game circle than the rest of us?
that's
so-
for sure.
Well, obviously, I've been playing an absolute metric ton of Overwatch.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. Overwatch is a really excellent game, but I played a new Phoenix Wright game came out for the 3DS that I was all over for I was completely glued to my screen for like 3 days while I played it.
Fair enough.
And then Monster Hunter Generations came out for the 3DS as well, and I've been absolutely all over that. I mean, across the entire series of Monster Hunter, I probably have close to 1,000 hours in it since 3.
Well, Konobi, if you want a monster hunting buddy, I think Douglas is not Buckus. Douglas is into Monster Hunter. So
Oh, yeah.
you could hit him up, and I'm sure him and
I
his
should.
friends would totally slam jam with you.
They'd have to keep up with me because I consider myself pretty much an expert.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Throwing it
Douglas.
down.
Oh.
I have soloed my fair share of what people would consider unsoloable monsters.
You're just like the grizzled veteran with a long beard and a giant sword, like, you better keep up with me, boyo, because I ain't slowing down to accommodate you.
Exactly.
You just chop a dragon in half.
But no, I've just been revisiting some of my older games, keeping up on, like I said, I'm doing a series of Monster Hunter 3 videos with my best friend AJ right now. So look forward to that. The series isn't meant to like be anything progressive. Like we'll play like Twilight Princess, and our goal is to beat it. And with Monster Hunter 3, our goal is nothing. We're literally just playing it. So I call it my series that exists to exist while I do other things.
Fair enough.
So hopefully you guys will like it. I'm putting a little bit more effort into my editing with it because the videos are like 3 hours long, and I don't really feel like putting up 3 hours of segments where 20 minutes deciding what quest do I want to do and what equipment to take. So it's all edited down.
That's always good. You gotta,
What about
you
you?
edit your videos.
What about you, Cross?
What have I? Oh, I've started recently playing two things that I want. I don't know if I'm going to record one of them because I have a reading issue and everything's in freaking Nordic. But I've played what is it called? Big and Tiny Grandpa's Leftovers. It's this weird indie game where you can cut chunks of the environment out to use them as platforms to get higher. And the object is to find your deceased grandfather's underpants, which were left as an inheritance to you, but have been stolen by the evil Big, who took them for reasons unknown. That's the whole plot. It's weird. It's a weird game.
Are you tiny?
Yeah, you're tiny, and you have to go after Big. You're relatively the same size, though, so the names are kind of not. But I don't know. It's fun. It's quirky. It's got really awesome looking graphics. The controls are a little bit floaty, but just the fact that like you see like
Are they like Little Big Planet floaty? Because that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Played that. It's just like say you're on like a thin beam and you want to walk across it. When you turn, it kind of looks like your character's like skipping to the left, like see, like you have to make these tiny little because you just feel like it's not as tight as you'd want it to be.
It's like a 3D game, not a 2D game.
Yes, but like let's say there's a block you wanted to climb, you could cut it diagonally and then use a rocket to blow half of it forward and then just climb up the slope. And that's the main mechanic. But it's good. It's got cool music. Hopefully, I'm worried some of the music might get flagged, so I'm gonna actually upload the music to a secret video and see what gets flagged, and then just not use those songs because you have a little radio that controls what music you're playing. So if I figure out which ones are flagged, I'll just not play those songs.
A secret video. Ooh.
Well, just like an unlisted video. I have several of those.
Secret.
But there is.
That's plays that you didn't want to make public.
I don't think that's ever.
I have a Bayonetta series that is actually not public. I didn't like it.
The only like secret videos I have are Die Tonight videos that I released on like one of the first posts of my Facebook page when I made it. But beyond that, everything else is it'll be like this is an alternate ending to the end of Breath of Fire. I'm not going to give it to my subscribers because I don't want two videos showing up. If you want to see it, click on the link and stuff like that. But the other game that I've been playing a lot is Banner Saga 2. It is the sequel to Banner Saga 1. You can load your save from Banner Saga 1, and all of the decisions that you made in the first one will have an effect on the second one. Characters that died in the first one will not be there in the second one. And I don't know how it makes those decisions if you don't load the game, but all the levels and items save over and everything. And it's a turn-based strategy game, but in between the battles you have to make these decisions as a leader. And your decisions are important because they change the story, and people will die. Like there's certain times where there's no good decisions. It's just one of them's slightly less bad, and it makes you second guess everything. It'll be like, we're starving. Oh, these guys found some berries. Do you let them eat them? Okay. Well, now everyone has diarrhea. A few people died. You have to throw all the berries out. It actually spoiled some of the other food, so now you have left. Or the berries are perfectly fine, and you just screwed yourself by not trusting them, so you should have taken them.
It's like Scandinavian Oregon Trail.
I was going to say it sounds more like Disgaea mixed with Oregon Trail.
Disgaea?
Yeah, I mean, there was actually a cool... Well,
Disgaea is like a grid-based combat RPG.
There was a part that just happened, and I don't know if I should tell this, but it's just a little joke. But there's a part where you can kill a bear, and it gives you the exact line from Oregon Trail as like a joke that they're related to it. It's like, you got exactly 500 tons of bear meat you can only carry back. It's like, that was hilarious. But the actual real-time strategy aspect is pretty good. I don't like the mechanics. I've played better turn-based strategy game mechanics, but they are solid. And it's just a good game. It has a really good story. Your choices actually feel like they have weight. There's you can look at like a branching tree of all the choices in the first one, and things that happen at the beginning of the game will alter your choices that you can even make later on in the game. So it's good. I suggest playing it. The problem is that since it's based on Norse stuff, I can't read like any of the names. They're all like Uthgabak and Kuthhothol, and I don't know how I'm supposed to announce that. Probably not the way I just did it. So since I like to read the dialogue, it's caused me to not want to let's play it, but we'll see.
You just replace the names with, like, Bill.
Oh my god, the giant dread serpent.
You do
Bill.
like I do, where my buddy plays a game called Dungeon of the Endless, and we don't call any of the characters by their names. There's a guy who does a lot of science stuff, so we call him Bill Nye. There's a short guy with a sword, we just call him Danny DeVito.
Oh.
Fair enough.
There's a guy who sits in a chair, and we literally just call him Chairman.
Yeah,
They all have like really long names, but
yeah.
Hey, Konobi, do you have Tabletop Simulator?
no, I don't.
Oh, shit.
Buy it for me. I will play every game, and I will shake all the tables.
Oh, my God.
We'll play some sort of D&D, and my character will die, and I'll be like, fuck this shit.
D&D is actually really tough to set up for something like that, because I don't think it was made for something like that.
No. It's made for board games more than table. Also, you can lock the table flipping, because obviously someone would do that.
I had done that already. Then, like, the first 3
Fine,
games
I'll just
that we
throw
played.
all the pieces. Fuck that.
You could do that, yeah.
Can I, like, cripple your hands or something? That'd be funny. Games
What
that I've been playing.
about you, companion Cam?
Somebody sent me a game, Homefront. So, thank you to that person.
Never heard of it.
Let me,
I have.
You have? Yeah, it was released years ago. It's an older game, but it was on sale,
The one where the character comes home from, it's like, there's like this little story that you have to find out.
No, it's about North Korea that it invades U.S. and somehow it has a manpower to do that.
Okay, yeah. Now I know what game it is.
Yeah, I can't quite remember. I was trying to find the text file that I have for all the games that people sent me. Oh, here we go. It was Homefront by DJ Danny, so thank you to that person. But it's it's just a modern military shooter that was released sometime after COD 4, and it's very clear that the campaign was influenced because the first segment is you get taken on a bus and brought through a town, watching people get killed, just like COD 4, but
No, I have Home, not Homefront.
it's probably a better game. But yeah, Homefront, it's not too bad. I played the multiplayer a bit, and yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about Homefront. It's not important at all. Killing Floor 2, played some of that with Daedalus. They haven't updated that yet, although they're going to be getting out of early access on the 17th of next month, in November.
Oh,
so
I didn't know they were still in early access.
yeah, I'm looking forward to them finally getting out of it. And, Awesome Knots, that's still going on with that. That should be amazing. 100% orange juice. That's a fun game still, somehow.
Yeah, but they made Scoldger weaker.
They did, kind of, yeah. A little bit.
They also made the whole game weaker.
Yeah, I was going to say, they nerfed the game. God damn it.
They're essentially going to add what is equivalently a surrender option, and that's why I'm just really like, ooh, I can't. That's why I quit Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
So.
I remember when you and I played Infinite Crisis, and
Yeah.
it happened like all the time.
Mm-hmm. It was. Yeah. When we played, that was before they added the.
Didn't I play Hulk all the time?
Hulk? No,
Hulk?
because that's Marvel, so probably.
Oh no. Then
Doomsday?
I played some guy.
Doomsday.
Probably Doomsday.
No.
Did he
Doomsday
jump
was
around and
fun.
smash? Then that
Yes.
was okay, yeah, that was
Yeah, he
Doomsday.
would slam people into things, and if it was against a wall, it would do double damage and stun them. And if it was a car, the car would explode, which was really fun.
I did that a lot. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
And then we stopped playing it, and then it died.
Well, me and Companion played it a lot, but it would. Oh god, one of the problems. All right, I'm just gonna say this really brief because we said it. But one of the problems is you level up, and that determines who you fight against. but there was no way to like de-level, so we stopped playing for like 3 months and went back, and then only the elite crazy people were the same level as us, and it was terrible. There was no way to go down in rank. And oh good, damn it's back to say that I hate old people.
I was about to slash me ban damn it.
But Cross is an old people.
Oh, that's true.
He hates
We were
himself.
actually just talking about you recently, damn it. I was like, God damn it's not around to create horrible memes about me, so that's good. I didn't think you came to these things anymore.
The prodigal son has returned.
I probably said damn it referring to you too many times, and I've summoned you like Beetlejuice. But do we want to say what's on our channels? Because we only got 8 minutes, and we probably still want to talk about the live stream a little bit right at the end.
Sure.
So, Konobi, what's on your channel?
Well, like I said, I just finished Twilight Princess, and I'm working on Monster Hunter 3U, and then my buddy has a PlayStation 4 that I'm going to borrow every now and then and see what indie games I can pick up. Because I kind of want to have a little bit more shorter, quicker games on my channel that I can pick up. There's this one game that I saw that was like a tiny horror adventure where you play as this weirdly weird-looking person, and it's like a Little Big Planet type platformer, but it's all horror themed, and it looked really fun. But I know there's just a lot of really pretty Limbo-esque type platformer games that I want to put on my channel, but I want to avoid actually doing Limbo because I think those kind of games are pretentious. That's just me.
Fair enough. Sorry,
I mean,
I was
I could-
distracted by the fact that I'm being defamed from chat.
I can only stand so many black and white silhouetted horror-esque games that are creepy. And I'm like, please just use some color and art direction because what I feel like you're doing is really lazy.
What about Limbo?
Limbo gets a pass because it was like the first person to do it, but it still
Fair enough.
frustrated me.
What about that like time traveling one? You know what I'm talking about? One made by that single dude.
Strange?
Not Bastion.
Braid?
Braid, yeah, Braid.
Braid. Yeah.
Braid?
What do you think of that?
Braid. I like Braid. Braid's really pretty, and I don't think that's pretentious at all. It's just got a really good story that you don't really expect.
Cool.
And then it's got another really good story that you'll never find.
I heard about that.
Oh, the Braid. Yeah, dude, I had to apologize for not being able to get the real ending because I just couldn't dedicate the month of physical training that it would have caused.
Well, not only that, you have to wait like 20 minutes in one spot for a star to appear.
I mean, I looked up how to do it. I just wasn't physically able to do it. It was hard. But yeah, I did the wait for 20 minute thing. That was one of the easier ones. It was just a
Yeah, it was. Except you would never know to wait there for friggin' 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, he hid secrets in that game. That was really like I don't even know how people like with the entire force of the internet how people found
Data mining?
that crap.
Data mining?
Maybe.
No, well, I mean, you got to figure if there's a million people playing your game, there's bound to be one person who's gonna stop in that one specific spot and like go and do dishes and come back and he's like, "What's the star? What the heck?"
The thing is, like, people hadn't found all of the secrets in Fez, like even with data mining, because some of them, like, you look at the data and you still have to make logical inferences about it. So it's possible.
Yeah, but I don't like that developer. So
Well, it's okay. He only made one game ever, and then went into security.
And he quit
You gotta
Fez too.
separate the work from the artist sometimes.
Yeah. What about you, Cress? What's going up on your channel?
I just posted the last episode of Portal 2 Co-op about an hour ago with me and 203. So that's done. Mark of the Ninja is still going on, and it's currently the only thing that I have backlogged. So I'm, kind of coming out in drips and drabs. And Spore is still happening. I've reached the space stage. I have not recorded anything. And I have been live streaming Spore. I think I've done it 4 times now. If you go to the DriveNotFound archives, you can see most of those videos. And if you go to the actual DriveNotFound Twitch page, you can see the videos, which might be better because then you can see the chat log as you're watching it. And I made a race of peaceful ducks that have successfully made it to space. And next, I'm going to make some type of terrifying monster that kills everyone, and hopefully get that one to space. So.
Oh, you're going
we
to do
shall see.
another run through. Interesting.
Yes, I wanted at least 2. I've also blown up all the planets of my old save files from 2009 because I know there's no way of saving them, and I don't want a ton of Maxis-controlled empires in the universe. So I don't know what's going to happen to those planets that I took over. I don't know if the planets are just reverted back to nothingness or what, but I killed a lot of rocks, so I don't know if those planets go back to them or not, or if they're... whatever. I guess I'll see. But yeah, that's going pretty well. It's been a pretty popular series, and I've had subscribers vote on what type of creature I would be, and give me creations that show up in the Let's Play. So it's been fun.
You know, if you want to, Cross, we could sit down and I could get you to get the chat up on screen.
We should probably do that, because I bet it will work this time on this computer. It did not work on my old computer, if you remember.
How many penis monsters have you made?
Zero penis monsters and zero shrimp.
I'm very surprised.
We need to get a penis monster that Cross downloads somehow. Can you, like, update a monster after somebody downloads it and just auto-updates?
Yes, I could add, like, a loincloth to the...
Wait, no, I mean, like,
The
somebody
penis.
says, hey, look, my cool monster, you should download and add it to your Let's Play, and then they add it, and then you add it, and then they change it to a penis monster.
Maybe? I'm actually not sure if it would... I think it would create another instance of the monster as opposed to just replace it, but I don't know.
You guys know what to do. Flood crosses the universe with penis monsters.
Uh-huh. Those will be banned. Unless it's on live stream, then you'll get away with it.
Well, we only
Just
got
like-
like 2
and they
minutes.
will
What
be
about you,
banned.
companion?
On my
you can
channel, I'm going to be probably continuing Payday 2. Another couple of videos on that. I'm still doing Payday 2, Konobi. I'm still... Help
gosh.
me. Help
No,
me.
I can't.
Please.
I can't. My Akimbo builds have been nerfed. I can't.
Also, Silent Hill Alchemila, the Half-Life 2 mod. The developer actually started commenting on a couple of the videos, which was cool, so...
Oh.
He did another Half-Life 2 mod called Slums 2. I remember trying to do Slums 1 back when I saw Slums 2 originally, but I just fucking did not enjoy Slums 1, so I might just skip Slums 1 if I want to do Slums 2, because holy shit. Holy shit. Other than that, I think once I get back into KOTOR, Star Wars KOTOR, I'm going to finish it. I'm not going to have another pause in the series, because holy fuck, it's been like a year and a half since I started that series. And other than that,
I need to get more Yoshi Woolly World up.
Yeah.
That's the
Look,
sole
saying that I hate
bit
old
to the
people and
LP.
children is one thing, but saying that I directed the Star Wars prequels is going way too far. I'm not gonna,
ouch.
I'm not gonna stand for that.
You were the
Oh.
chosen one.
God, I hate those movies so much that I love them because of the amount of hate that I'm able to level at them.
From my point of view, it is the Jedi who are evil.
From my
Why
point of
did you
view,
say that?
From my point of view, it is Jar Jar who is the true Sith Lord.
I'm sorry, honey, I just committed genocide. Well, we all get angry. I've killed a bunch of little white children. Whoa! Whoa! That's not okay. Just keep killing sand people.
They're not real people.
Actual things that happened to that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Whatever.
You guys got anything else you want to talk? Oh yeah. The
Watch
DriveNotFound 24-hour stream. You can see right there at the top. It'll be on the 28th of this month over on twitch.tv/DriveNotFound. We should probably get like a link for people here.
And if you're a fan of my Winty Batter, don't worry, I'll be there too. I'm
what
sorry.
time does the stream start, companion? Because that's important. On the 28th.
I actually have a fucking countdown video for people that they can
Ooh.
bookmark, and then they can not a countdown video. Sorry, my bad. A countdown website that you can go to, and you can see exactly when it's going to start for your thing here. Let me just navigate my tabs. There you go. Click on that shit. Yeah, but it's going to be on the 28th of October, and it's going to be a 24-hour stream starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can convert that shit all you like, and we're going to be there. We're going to raise money for charity. $200 for Child's Play is our goal, but if we don't reach that, hey, it's not too bad. Still get the
I
money
hope
for
we
them.
get at least 15.
15.
I'm setting my sights low.
Yeah,
I hope
hope
we
for the
get-
best, prepare for the worst.
I hope we get at least an Abraham Lincoln and a George Washington. A whole 26 cents.
I hope that it goes well and it's not stressful and that everyone gets along.
Yeah, that's also kind of my hope, is that not everything goes to shit, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause,
I
you
am
know,
the- I am the
There's
nicest guy.
sometimes some strong personalities. Sometimes we can get into scuffles, and when it's in a video, you can just edit it out. But on live stream, we'll see.
I think literally everybody's planning on being there at some point, which is fucking awesome.
Literally everyone. Obama's going to stop by. It'd be great.
Yep.
Well, Obama does he does do a lot of things nowadays, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes on DriveNotFound. Guaranteed, stated right here, Obama will be on
George Washington is going to show up for a little bit. I said everybody.
Yeah, George Washington's teeth will be speaking through his soul. They've been imbibed with the soul of George Washington.
Abraham
Rise,
Lincoln, the
George.
King of Mars, is going to come down as well to drive
Yeah, we couldn't get Alexander Hamilton, though, which I think is kind of terrible.
He's
But
too
we got
busy
Taft.
doing his musical.
That's true. That's true. I guess he's got other things to do.
So, anyway, I'm going to end the stream. This has been the Waiting Coup Podcast for 10/24/16. Thank you for joining us, Konobi.
Mm-hmm.
Not you, Cross. You're
Nope.
forced to be here.
I could have not been here. I could have planted daffodils outside.
I'm the only actual special guest because I'm pretty special.
Fair enough.
And yeah, 24-hour DriveNotFound stream, 28th of October at 2 p.m. EST. I'll see you guys there. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Later.